Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Power Book Full Force Season 3 Theory and Prediction video. The topic of today's Theory and Prediction video is I have proof, undoubtable proof, that either JP or Maria, or maybe even both of them, dies in Season 3 based off of Tommy's hallucination scene with Lilliana in Episode 1 of Force Season 2. I don't know how many people went back to watch Season 2 of Power Book Full Force, but this connected to me as soon as the first 5 minutes of the episode was shown to be, based off of what we seen in the last teaser that they were given to us. This video is going to be another banger, of course. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. This is going to be a doozy, and this one is less of a theory and more of a fact. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this. So I want all of you to go right back to the first episode of Season 2 of Power Book Full Force. When you go to Episode 1 of Power Book Full Force Season 2, go ahead and fast forward to around the 5-minute mark, okay? This is after you get the recap of the first season, and this is after you get the I want money and power, power to respect. I want that, right? After you get the intro song, boom. Now, the very first scene, you got Tommy, vulnerable in his drawers, he in his tank top, he's sitting in his bed, he going through it, right? He then hears Lilliana talking to him in his head, okay? Now, Lilliana's talking to Tommy. She goes, "It's been 2 days, Tommy. It's been days. I thought you was gonna avenge my murder," right? I'm paraphrasing, but this is basically what she's saying. And Tommy's like, "I am. I promise I am. I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them, right? Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell, right? But let's pay attention to a key thing that Lilliana says in Tommy's head. She says, "Make them suffer." And Tommy goes, "Yeah, I am. I'm gonna make them suffer." Hold that there, right? Hold that thought. Now, when you go to the last teaser that they gave us for Season 3, we know what's going on. Well, we don't know what's going on, but we see what's going on. Certain things they're letting us hear as far as dialogue between certain people. Towards the end of the teaser, we have a conversation. Well, we don't know what the conversation is about, but we have Kate Egan, who they're clearly letting us know that he reconciled with Tommy. Well, she reconciled with Tommy, right, by that point. But they're having an exchange of words. And it also looks like from the scenes before that they getting ready to really turn up. What does Kate Egan say to Tommy? Make them suffer. Lilliana, after getting killed, says make them suffer. Kate Egan says to Tommy, right before Tommy about to turn up, she says, make them suffer. Lilliana, a woman who is very, very close to Tommy, who Tommy considered family. That was his sister, right? By the time she was killed by Claudia, right? So if Kate Egan is telling Tommy to make them suffer, and they purposely already had Lilliana say that to Tommy the season prior, the very first episode when he was mourning Lilliana's death, that has to mean somebody close to Tommy died. Somebody who Tommy would consider his family. So when you look at all the teasers and everything we got, who have we not seen? We have not seen JP. We have not seen JP Morgan in none of these teasers. Now, I heard somewhere in the comments that he got arrested recently for choking a woman. If that's the case, then y'all know for sure he getting written off. He definitely dies. However, what if Maria dies too? That could be the explanation why it looks like Tommy and Miguel are on a rampage. And we can easily assess that it's probably the Serbs who has something to do with it. But either way, make them suffer. It's said twice. Once in season 2 in regards to Lilliana. And then Kate Egan tells Tommy to make them suffer. Let's break this down. Why it's most likely JP, aside from the fact that the dude who plays JP put his hands on a woman, and he definitely would not keep getting money on that show, right? They would definitely cancel him for that, but she wouldn't say that about Maria. She wouldn't care enough about Maria. She don't know Maria. So from her going from not knowing Maria to Maria dying, and then she's telling Tommy, make them suffer over her, not realistic. But after she gets to know her first son, who she planned on spending the rest of her life getting to know and spending time with, and they seem to really be getting close to the point where JP kicked Tommy out of his house over her, and he went to the hospital with Kate Egan when she had her thing. It seems like JP died. And Kate Egan is condoning, right, the revenge plot against anyone who killed JP. And I think there's no more for me to say for this theory. I think I broke it down exactly the way it needs to be broken down. Lilliana's conversation with Tommy during the first 5 minutes of season 2, where she says, make him suffer, going into the teaser for season 3, where Kate Egan says it too. That's all we need to know. JP dies for sure. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God get that. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.